Shalom, shalom to the nation of Israel. Before we get started, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakahak Wadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird. Tabernacle with King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? So this your brother Shapar, man. So I had some technical difficulties. I did a lesson on 501c3 and 501c8, the difference between them, and the fact of you got these guys, these groups out here not telling you the name, not telling you the correct information on the M.O.T.B, Revelation 13:16. And so is it because they don't know? They not trying to get understanding? Or is it the agreement with the 501c3, 501c8 that has them telling you wrong? So that's what you need to discern now between why are they telling you these wrong things. Is it because of their agreement or because they don't know? Either way, they're not telling you the truth. They're not giving you the truth of the scriptures. Let's get one before we get to that. Let's get one. Malachi chapter 3 and 18. Let's get it. Yeah, I did the lesson, about a 30-minute lesson. I was feeling good about it. Then I go to put the little SIM card, little holder in. I got the what's the name right there with it, and it got the SIM card and the little other little joint that go in it. And joint broke off, man. So I went to the T-Mobile store. That, of course, you gotta order it from Amazon. Malachi 3 and 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth power and him that serveth him not. Yeah, you're gonna have to discern, because them the times we coming into. Cause clearly, right? Clearly. You got this. This is what they push. I'm not gonna say the names. This is what they pushing, and it's gonna be inserted inside of you, man. It's gonna be inserted inside you. Then you got Elon Musk just talking about the Neuralink. You know what I'm saying? Where and the dude was saying, "Oh, it's a great thing, this and this and that," but you will be hooked up to the internet. So you're going to have a person out here just like a phone or a car or whatever the case may be, where you hooked up to the computer. So it is this, man. You can see the top of it. Yeah, it is the M.O.T.B, man. It is. This is what it is. You're going to be hooked up. You're going to be hooked up to the system. So Captain Tazaryach out here still with that tire breakdown going, oh, it's your philosophy and all of this. But the scriptures clearly say whoever take it is going to be beheaded. So it ain't no thing that's something you could get and you could just forget about it like that. So he used Ezekiel, right? So I'm going to go to, we're going to look up the different words of Mark, right? We're going to look up the different words of Mark and see we got three versions. Let's get it. I done did it before, but let's get it, right? Ezekiel chapter 9 and 4, right? And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city. So you'll see let me do the so you can see that I'm reading. Boom, let me see. Boom, that I'm reading from there, right? Like I said, I'm trying to work it out because my camera situation. But we gonna do it right. I'm gonna let you hear it and everything, right? So you'll see I ain't doing no fake stuff. So and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that cry and that sigh for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, and set a mark upon their forehead. Let's see now. Let's see. This is easy stuff, man. I don't get why they just can't get this, man. See? Tav. Or Tav pronunciation, the wav. The wa. Watch.
Strong's H 8420. Tav.
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 Tav. They saying Tav, but the wa, right? So now let's get it. It goes a mark by implication, a desired mark, a mark as a sign of exemption from the judgment. This is a mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. So that's not going. It ain't going to be no physical mark on you. You know, the Lord going to stamp everybody. It's going to be a physical stamp mark on them that's exempt from judgment. The Lord know who his elect is. He know who his elect is, right? So that's the first mark, right? Let's go to the second one. I mean, I don't get it, man. And then going back to my lesson I did earlier, it's like, why are they wrong? Are they wrong because you don't know? Or are you wrong because you took that money and that agreement? That agreement got you where you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell the truth. You can't say the true names and all of this, right? So now look at this one. Romans chapter 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. That's another mark right there. Mark them which cause division. Now let's look at the word for mark in this one. So I mean, just without even attacking them, it's just plain common sense, man. It's just, I don't get it. Where is it at? Oh, here you go. Here you go, right here. Strong's G.
Strong's G 4648. Scapeo.
Scopeo, right? Now, like scope, that's where you get your scoping from. Look, to look at, to observe, contemplate, to mark, to fix one's eyes upon, direct one's attention to, anyone to look to direct one's attention to, anyone to look to, take heed to thyself. That's the mark there. Mark them like, yo, I'm checking you out. I'm seeing what you up to. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the stuff that you saying out your mouth. I'm watching what you teaching. Mark like that. Mark them. That's why the brothers do lessons. And when they say, yo, avoid these people, everybody get into their feelings. This is what the scriptures clearly say. Now let's get to the mark, this one. The biggie. Revelation 13:16. Let's get to that one, right? So we done read Tav or Tawa, right? Whichever pronunciation you want to go with. That's a spiritual mark from exemption from judgment, because the Lord not going to stamp everybody. Because if the Lord was to come, think about it. If the Lord was to come down here before, send his angels down here before, judgment day, and it was a mark on people where they could physically see that mark, say, oh shit, that's the mark the Lord. You know what people, these demons, I ain't got the mark on me. I ain't got that same mark from exempt from judgment that head got on him. You know what, man, you know what they be trying to do, man? These fucking demons out here. Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? So now let's get to to the mark for this one. We done gave you two different marks so far, right? So to try to say that Ezekiel 9 and 4 mark and this mark right here is the same mark is totally wrong. Because it's totally different words. And we getting right to prove that right now.
Strong's G 5480.